Wario with his home improvement in Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3 for your Game Boy. As the greedy Wario, you venture through 7 different worlds and 40 unique levels, hunting treasure to buy your dream castle. It's Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3 for your Game Boy.
Ever wanted to be mayor? Here's your chance with SimCity for the Super NES. You choose from 1,000 landforms, then build and watch your city grow. From a small village to a towering metropolis. Pick from 8 different scenarios and develop commercial properties, build industry, and shape residential zones. You must face crime, pollution, and natural disasters as you strive to serve the citizens of your community. Battery-backed memory saves your progress in this ultimate city simulation. Good luck, Mayor!
It's 3D action that spares no thrills. It's Nestor's Funky Bowling for Virtual Boy. You control Nestor or his twin sister Hester as you strike, spare, and pick up the toughest of splits. Bowl right or left-handed, either solo or against a friend, and follow along with frame-by-frame scoring just like real bowling, but in Virtual Boy 3D. So grab a polyester shirt. It's time for the most realistic pin action around with Nestor's Funky Bowling for Virtual Boy.
A 3D game for a 3D world.
It's Mario, and he's exploring the untamed wilds of Saris Land to rescue a new princess. Watch out for the Bun-Buns as they toss their spears. The underground chamber is tough, but Mario's a pretty tough dude. Collect a zillion coins for points, but watch out for those bony fish. Only a few more levels left. Go, Mario!
Played it on your Game Boy, mastered it on your NES, and now it's here for your Super NES. It's Tetris 2, and the Russian puzzle game is tougher than ever. Play solo or against a friend, and as always, you race the clock, flashing blocks and bombs. Tetris 2 for your Super NES.
Virtual Boy takes you into the world of 3D video gameplay in Wario Land. You team up with the devious Wario in a virtual underground world. Multi-dimensional caves challenge you as you seize different hats which give Wario different powers. Attempt to seize the riches of this underground world and escape with the key to freedom. A 3D game for a 3D world.
The arcade classic debuts on your Game Boy. It's Donkey Kong, and it's way better than ever. Challenge the same tough levels, then take it a step further and hit the big city. Kong snagged Pauline again, and you gotta get her back, dude. You gotta make it past disgusting toxic waste, snapping jaws of death, and Kong's killer kegs. Grab your Game Boy and go ape.
With Super Mario All-Stars for the Super NES, you've got the whole Mario collection at your fingertips. These classic Super Mario Bros. Games are now available in this awesome new 4-in-1 game pack. Take down the flag in Super Mario Bros. And drop the bomb in Super Mario Bros. 2. Grab a mushroom in Super Mario Bros. 3. And challenge the lost levels. All the best of classic Mario, now for the Super NES.
Hold on to your senses as you pilot a futuristic starfighter in a battle for mankind. It's vertical force for your Virtual Boy. Blast your way into another dimension and onto the virtual frontier as you battle an endless onslaught of enemy fighters and special attack droids. Vertical force for Virtual Boy. A 3D game for a 3D world.
It's Mario's greatest challenge ever, Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Mario must conquer over 30 different levels, gathering the 6 golden coins to gain entrance to the castle where Wario awaits him. The enemies are tougher, and danger is always there. So bounce someone on the head and grab your Game Boy, because Super Mario Land 2 is waiting for you.
Metal with Super Mario Kart for the Super NES. It's racing action like you've never seen, pitting you against the field or live split-screen 2-player action against a friend. Choose from 8 of your favorite Mario characters and 20 wild tracks. It's race time with Super Mario Kart.
Enter the unique world of virtual gameplay with Nintendo Virtual Boy. The first 3-dimensional stereo immersive 32-bit video game system ever. Virtual Boy is so advanced it can't be viewed on conventional TV or LCD screens. Nintendo Virtual Boy, a 3D game for a 3D world.
I've really noticed that we've got like the core group of gamers online. They live Nintendo.
It's really cool in the chat rooms. We sit there. If you have a game question or anything you want to pose to us, we can answer, game questions, code questions.
Yeah, what's great about the bulletin board is it's like these kids have the chance to be their own gameplay counselor and help each other out with the codes.
What do you think about special guests in our chat rooms?
I love it. We had Griffey, #1 sports star.
Yeah. We had almost the same amount of people as Bill Clinton had online.
Literally, they want to know what happens before it happens.
You point and click on the What's New button, and it tells you any new kind of stuff we put in the area. So.
Well, what I like is the Play It Loud area. All the contests are put there. That's where the Loud House is.
The Loud House is there 3 hours every weekday. I mean, we're starting at, 4 p.m. Pacific time. We run straight through 3 more hours. 1, 2, 3. We got all 3 counselors. Got a question, it's gonna be answered.
Well, the cool thing I like about the Loud House is the fact that it's kind of free form. We get to do whatever we want to do with it.
If you have a game question or anything you want to pose to us, we can answer, game questions, code questions. You want to just chat, we can just yab.
It's our chance to really kind of just say, hey, today we're going to do this and go with it. And there's really no rules, no preconceived notions of what's going on. We get to pick. And I love the freedom that's involved with that.
Nintendo Power is the official source of gaming information from Nintendo.
One of the things that I think distinguishes the magazine in a lot of ways are the graphics and the maps.
Classified information, the most popular feature in the magazine every single month. Codes, weird, wacky, wonderful, strange, cool, amazing.
Some of the other things that we see in the magazine that really grab people's eyes are the in-depth interviews that we do. For instance, going down to Angel Studios and seeing Ken Griffey, and it's intense. I mean, that's cutting edge.
Pack Watch, upcoming stuff, insider info, stuff in development.
Player's Pulse gives a chance for the readers to speak out. Whether it's good or bad, we print it.
It's a hot mag. You gotta subscribe.
All the information, Player's Guides have.
If you want to talk about strategy, these things are really packed. And maps galore. Every single stage of the game they'll go through, pick it apart, give you all the hottest tips.
Every stage, every item, it's all here.
Nintendo Consumer Service can help you with product release date information, general questions you may have, system setup help, or with ordering Nintendo Power Magazine and Player's Guides filled with the tricks and tips from the pros. And for recorded information about games, call the 24-hour Hot Title Game Info line at 206-885-7529. Or for game counselors' tips on games, you can call 1-900-288-0707. This is a pay call at 95 cents per minute. Callers under 18 must have parents' permission. Nintendo's gone totally cyber. Connect online with game fans from all across the country by tapping into Nintendo Power Source for all the latest game info. Call 1-800-255-3700 for more information.
Legacy continues, this time on Nintendo 64. It's Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire. You are Dash Rendar, protector of Luke Skywalker. The task is to guard Luke from forces of the dark side, including Darth Vader and the Black Sun Crime Syndicate. Fly throughout the galaxies and destroy enemy ships of the Empire, including TIE fighters and Imperial walkers. Explore the 3D world of the ice planet Hoth as you attempt to destroy its power generator. Special perspective views put you in the game battling face-to-face with evil troops of the Empire. Nintendo's killer fighter game is coming to Nintendo 64. It's Killer Instinct Gold. The action will slay you. Futuristic fighters, each with incredible special and combo moves, battle to the ultimate finish with superb 3D movement and remarkable realism. Achieve multi-hit combos as you crush opponents in the ultimate quest to face the mighty Gargos. Can you defeat the world's most evil warriors? Killer Instinct Gold for Nintendo 64. Killer. You've played it in the arcade, now take it home. Cruisin' USA for Nintendo 64. This king of racing games puts you behind the wheel of exotic cars, a Jeep, and even a school bus, all souped up to shatter speed limits in a cross-country, all-out race. Save racing data and top scores with a controller pack, and enjoy multiple driving views as you tear up different roads and highways across the country. It's tire-screeching racing action with Cruisin' USA. Check out Blast Corps, exploding soon on Nintendo 64. A runaway weapons carrier needs a place to land. You must clear a path by destroying every building and structure in sight. Using a variety of amazing vehicles, each with specialized abilities, you flatten, crush, and demolish entire 3D landscapes, or face imminent destruction. Experience incredible play control in this smash action adventure, Blast Corps. The Kongs are back! This time it's Dixie Kong's adventure, searching for Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong who are missing. It's Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Amazing ACM graphics abound as Dixie and her new partner, Kitty Kong, a portly primate toddler with lots of power, use vast abilities to track down their friends. But they face smarter enemies and new, tougher bosses. With the help of animal buddies like Ellie, our heroes pursue their goal, finding hidden secret stuff like banana birds, allowing you to advance to new levels. 32 megs of mind-boggling detail provide the most realistic gameplay. Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble.
You clicked the right button! We're gonna tell you how you could have a chance to win a Nintendo 64 game system and Super Mario 64 game pack of your own! You can check inside these specially marked boxes of Kellogg's cereals, or for a free entry, right to the Kellogg's Nintendo 64 sweepstakes. You could even win a Nintendo 64 block party and much more! You've got a 1 in 64 chance of winning one of over 1 million prizes! So think, how much cereal can you eat? Play the Kellogg's Instant Win sweepstakes. Many will play, few will win. Good luck, and don't let Bowser stop you!
Attention, good people of the Earth, I have a very important announcement to make. Some really huge games are now cheaper. They're million sellers and they're called Player's Choice. Like if you have an SNES system at $35, you can get these games. Or if you have a Game Boy at $20, you can get these games. Please remain calm. And remember, you'll find these awesome games wherever you see this Player's Choice logo. And now some dancing.
Seen a rash of these lately. TMK.
TMK?
Too much Kirby.
Think you can't get too much of a good thing? Try new Kirby Superstar. It's full-blown Kirby, inflated with 8 Kirby games, bloated with 23 Kirby enemies, bulging with new Kirby powers.
Get him into observation.
New Kirby Superstar, only on SNES. Can your system handle it?
Hey, you clicked the right button! We're gonna tell you how you could have a chance to win a Nintendo 64 game system and Super Mario 64 game pack of your own! You can check inside these specially marked boxes of Kellogg's cereals, or for a free entry, right to the Kellogg's Nintendo 64 sweepstakes. You could even win a Nintendo 64 block party and much more! You've got a 1 in 64 chance of winning one of over 1 million prizes! So think, how much cereal can you eat? Play the Kellogg's Instant Win sweepstakes. Many will play, few will win. Good luck, and don't let Bowser stop you!
They get a hold of this game, then all of a sudden, everybody's Kid Griffey Jr. They get my vertical. They got my wheels. They even gave away my patented swing.
It's a whole new ballgame. Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run with ACM graphics, only on Super NES.
Here you go, Mr. Griffey. Sorry, kid. Car sold separately.
At the Kirby's Block Ball Testing Center, we bounced off every wall and busted every block until the game was ready for Kirby himself.
It's ready!
Kirby's Block Ball on Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
Always peaceful in the Mushroom Kingdom. Till Smithy the Sword shatters the sorrow. Wow! So with his old enemy Bowser and a marshmallow throws lightning. Mario fought evil wedding cakes and the killer Venus flytraps and recovered the 7 stars!
Grandfather's freaky.
Super Mario RPG
RPG. Only on the system that keeps on kicking. Super NES.
Dig it?
Introducing Nintendo 64, the future of video gameplay. 64 bits of processing power, packed power, instant 4-player compatibility, and memory expansion for future growth, all built into a sleek new compact design. We call it the Fun Machine. Nintendo 64 incorporates the world's first analog control stick integrated into the revolutionary new ergonomic controller.
3D control for a 3D world.
And the removable memory pack saves game progress and enables you to compete on your friend's Nintendo 64 system by using your own saved data. So what does all this mean? Better games and even better reality-based gameplay.
Accessories available for Nintendo 64 include the revolutionary controller, now in 5 exciting colors. Controller memory chip saves your personal game information, including high scores. And for linking to a TV or VCR without AV connections, the RF Switch RF modulator.
Introducing the Game Boy Pocket, a new, more compact, 30% smaller version of the wildly successful Game Boy. Game Boy Pocket, the ultimate in portability. It's in your pocket.
Now play even longer with the Game Boy Pocket AC adapter.
Super NES, quite impressive. 16-bit with superior graphic resolution, custom CPU and PPU chips allow multiple layering and depth. Only Nintendo has real-time Mode 7 scaling and rotation for wraparound tracking action. In fact, when you buy the Super NES Donkey Kong set, you get the control deck, one Super NES controller, and the Donkey Kong Country Game Pack included. Okay, let's talk Game Boy portable power. Play It Loud series Game Boys, available in 5 new looks, and they all come with batteries.
It's Super Game Boy from Nintendo. Play your Game Boy games on the Super NES in living color. Even choose your own color combinations. Play all 350 Game Boy games. How does that strike you?
Enter the unique world of virtual gameplay with Nintendo Virtual Boy. The first 3-dimensional stereo immersive 32-bit video game system ever. A 3D game for a 3D world.
Hey, you clicked the right button! We're gonna tell you how you could have a chance to win a Nintendo 64 game system and Super Mario 64 game pack of your own! You can check inside these specially marked boxes of Kellogg's cereals, or for a free entry, right to the Kellogg's Nintendo 64 sweepstakes. You could even win a Nintendo 64 block party and much more! You've got a 1 in 64 chance of winning one of over 1 million prizes! So think, how much cereal can you eat? Play the Kellogg's Instant Win sweepstakes. Many will play, few will win. Good luck, and don't let Bowser stop you!
It's Kirby's Superstar, Kirby's very first action-adventure game for the Super NES, with a total of 9 different games. Plus, special bonus games stuffed into one action-packed 32-megabyte cartridge. This is an incredible value. Defeat enemies like Fatty Whale, Dyna Blade, and Sir Kibble, who acquire any of Kirby's 24 power-up features. Create special new helper characters. You might even earn your way to the top secret arena. Tetris Attack, one of the best puzzle games ever. Eliminate blocks by combining blocks of like color. Connect at least 3 blocks of the same color and they disappear. But you've got to be quick, because once the blocks touch the top of the screen, this game is over. There is no other puzzle game quite as thrilling and action-packed as Tetris Attack.
This Super Mario role-play game combines the best of action games and the best of role-playing games with Mario. It's Super Mario RPG, Legend of the 7 Stars. Mario's greatest adventure ever takes place in a dimensional world that pulses with life, adventure, and danger. 32 megs of power provide cool rendered graphics as Mario searches for Princess Toadstool, imprisoned by Bowser, King of the Koopas in Koopa Castle. Help Mario gather special weapons along the way and use his superior jumping skills to defeat enemies. Will Mario and his friends find the 7-star pieces and make their way home? You control their destiny.
Introducing Nintendo 64, the future of video gameplay. 64 bits of processing power, packed power, instant 4-player compatibility, and memory expansion for future growth, all built into a sleek new compact design. We call it the Fun Machine. Nintendo 64 incorporates the world's first analog control stick integrated into the revolutionary new ergonomic controller.
3D control for a 3D world.
And the removable memory pack saves game progress and enables you to compete on your friend's Nintendo 64 system by using your own saved data. So what does all this mean? Better games and even better reality-based gameplay.
The only thing Ken Griffey Jr. enjoys as much as playing baseball is playing video baseball, especially when the game is Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run. This computer-rendered game features ACM graphics and incredibly realistic player control and action based on Griffey's real-life Major League skills. The stadiums are real.
You're up!
The teams are real. And Ken Griffey's power is definitely real.
Grand Salami!
It's Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run. It's the exciting sequel to the best-selling video game of all time, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest. Donkey Kong's been ape-napped, and it's up to our pint-sized hero, Diddy Kong, to rescue his old pal from the clutches of King K. Rool and his gang of baddies. But Diddy's not alone in this new adventure. He's brought along Dixie Kong to assist him in this battery-backed 32 meg super challenge. The same advanced computer modeling technology that gave Donkey Kong Country its incredible depth and graphics returns in Diddy's Kong Quest, only for the Super NES. It's Donkey Kong Country. 32 megs of power deliver the most incredible graphics and sound to hit your Super NES. It's the first video game ever to be completely rendered on SGI supercomputers. With their quick moves and amazing aerial acrobatics, our monkey duo traverses wild jungles with detail never seen before. It's Donkey Kong Country, and only Nintendo's got it.
Open your eyes and your mind to the realism of Nintendo 64 as you play Super Mario 64. Submerge in a 3D environment with 15 worlds of beautiful graphics at 10 special areas, and of course, Mario. Move an incredible 360 degrees as you embark on Mario's greatest adventure to recover the stolen Power Stars and defeat his mortal enemy, Bowser. Mario acquires special abilities by changing hats. Fly with the feathered hat. Use the invisible hat to vanish. And become invincible with the metal hat. Use these powers to combat giant 3D enemies as you see the action through Mario's eyes. 64 megs of power and battery backup let you experience Mario like never before. It's Super Mario 64.
It's 32 megs of arcade-style killer instinct for your Super NES. Nintendo's King of the Fighter games features 10 awesome fighters, each with incredible special and combo moves that are designed to devastate. The amazing graphics were created on SGI computers, so select a realistic warrior and play against the computer or against a friend in two-player simultaneous mode. Killer instinct for your Super NES.
Super Mario is back in action on your Super NES. Yoshi is the focus of this awesome 16 meg game, and it's non-stop action through more than 60 wild levels in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. The twin Mario babies were being delivered by Stork when they were ambushed, and one of them was kidnapped by the terrible Kamek from the Koopa Kingdom. But baby Mario fell to Yoshi's Island and landed right on Yoshi's back. Now it's up to the Yoshis to reunite baby Mario with his twin and get them back to their parents. It's great animation, graphics, and gameplay with battery backup in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
The coach is back with an all-new gridiron challenge for the armchair quarterback. It's Madden 97 for the Super NES. All the great football components return, like 50 NFL teams, Super Bowl teams, and multiple player sets. But check out these additional features: full NFL penalties, new views, and the player fatigue factor. And of course, John Madden's in the booth calling the action.
He fumbles the ball.
It's NFL football Madden style, Madden 97.
Touchdown.
Flying on Nintendo 64, the flight simulator challenge of a lifetime, Pilot Wing 64. But before you venture skyward, earn your license through hands-on operation of 3 different aircraft while performing required missions. Pick from 6 characters and 4 different island locations as you pilot a hang glider. Buzz about with a rocket pack. And cruise in the gyrocopter. The tasks become tougher as you venture to complete each new course. You'll be flying high with Pilot Wing 64. The best-selling fighting game of all time returns to the Super NES with heart-stopping action and mind-blowing gameplay. It's Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. All 15 warriors return, including 4 of your favorite characters and their trademark combos and fatalities. Several new and hidden characters debut, but you have to fight your way to face them. Bold new artwork, including 4 never-before-seen battlegrounds, present exciting new gameplay. It's the Ultimate Fighting Challenge. It's Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. The time-honored arcade classic is chomping onto the Super NES. It's Ms. Pac-Man and the fever's hot. 36 outrageous mazes make Ms. Pac-Man as challenging as ever as you choose from 4 levels of difficulty and 4 exhilarating levels of gameplay. Play 1-player, 2-player alternating, 2-player competitive, and 2-player cooperative, where you combine your skills to take on those evil ghosts. And don't forget to eat those bonus fruits and snacks. Go back in time and try for top score with Ms. Pac-Man.
From Disney Interactive, Toy Story, the video game for Super NES. Maneuver Woody through breakthrough 3D environments in 18 action-packed stages and 32 megs of totally hilarious gameplay, including a Code Red recon mission, a rampaging Rex, a Buzz Lightyear boss challenge, and Scud. Toy Story, the video game.
This is it, the power of N64. The driving force in the next generation of video games. With 64-bit technology, you're witness to moves and graphics that no other system can match. 360-degree viewing, 3-dimensional graphic interpretations, anti-aliasing for crisp graphics, and too many other things that are just going to blow your mind. Welcome to N64.
Kirby's back and he's bouncing all over the place in Kirby's Block Ball for your Game Boy and Super Game Boy. Your goal is to clear a screen of blocks by hitting them with a ball. Kirby appears when you block a ball while pressing the A button. And once Kirby shows, you can crunch through previously unbreakable blocks. 4 bonus games keep the action flying. It's Kirby's Block Ball for Game Boy and Super Game Boy. Donkey Kong Land 2, Diddy's Conquest for Game Boy and Super Game Boy. This incredible new game features Rare's amazing ACM graphics specially optimized for Game Boy. With tons of exciting new levels and incredible graphics, Donkey Kong Land 2, Diddy's Conquest is bound to be one of the top bananas for Game Boy and Super Game Boy this year.
It's Tetris Attack for your Game Boy and Super Game Boy, the perfect puzzle game that's a panic to play. Connect 3 blocks of the same color and they disappear. But don't let them reach the top of the screen or game over. 5 great games let you race the clock or play 2-player mode, creating chain reactions that send blocks over to your opponent's screen. You'll have a fun attack with Tetris Attack for Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
Look what's coming to Game Boy. Kirby's back in a sequel to the mega hit original, it's Kirby's Dream Land 2. This time, Kirby has the help of his friends, Kind the Fish, Coo the Owl, and of course, Rick the Hamster. But Kirby's quest to defeat King Dedede is no easy task. Our hero must find the 7 rainbow drops and acquire the mighty Rainbow Sword to defeat his evil nemesis. It's Kirby's Dream Land 2.
Nintendo's King of the Fighter games for Game Boy and Super Game Boy features 10 awesome fighters, each with incredible special and combo moves that are designed to devastate. Perform multi-hit combinations to earn bonus points and disable your opponent. It's a killer game. It's Killer Instinct.
Now, the 3D feel of the Super NES is available in the palm of your hand. Check out the hottest game to ever hit your Game Boy, Donkey Kong Land. Our heroes, Donkey and Diddy Kong, face new enemies and exciting adventures as they journey through the jungles in search of their stolen banana hoard. Look for their crazy animal friends like Rambi Rhino and see how deep into the jungle you can venture. Donkey Kong Land uses the same ACM technology as Donkey Kong Country.
Okay, Tetris addicts, now there's a new twist to the classic Russian puzzle game, and it's a blast! Tetris Blast! Complete a line and it disappears, but now bombs are included, so if you complete a line, it explodes, destroying all the blocks in its area. Place 4 bombs next to each other to form a square, creating a mega bomb which explodes a larger radius. 3 different modes test your skills. You'll have a blast with Tetris Blast!